Good morning, everybody. You tuned into Crackcore. There's a lot of things to talk about nowadays, isn't there? Once again, there's lots going on in the world. And yes, we're back out of hibernation. So today we're going to be talking about this the Afghanistan subject. It's just a quick one, mainly because the battery on the phone I'm using to record this is almost dead. So it's got to be a quick one. So I just want to try and enlighten people here and just let you know that you should make no mistake that what's happening right now is previously planned. I mean, it was funny this morning. I was watching a podcast by Dan Bongino, and not that I want to slag the guy off, but it's the whole polarized, left-wing or right-wing reporting style is fucking getting old now, you know what I mean? And it just adds to the whole fucking echo chamber of people's fucking polarized opinion. But anyway, on that, the guy he was interviewing, he used a phrase which basically sums it up, and he called it the theatre of war. Now, there you go. It's called the theatre of war for a reason. Because this is just fucking theatre. The whole world's a stage. And you've got to just accept that what's happening is part of a fucking script. And it's planned. It's planned previously behind the scenes. And then, once they've got the script down and all the characters have got their roles and practiced and rehearsed their lines, well, it's action. And then people, the people that are sitting in the fucking crowd watching, get emotionally attached, emotionally involved with the characters, with the storyline, and then what happens? Well, we fucking pay to go and see it, don't we? So that one phrase sums it up. But I'm going to look a level deeper here, because I feel as though it requires it. Just to make the point, you've got to look, right, at the fucking... Why then? Why would they have planned this? I mean, I'm not, by any means, don't get me wrong, I am not downplaying what is actually physically happening, or potentially happening in Afghanistan right now. If people are dying and, dying for a cause that they believe in, whether or not that cause is, an actual cause or just the whims of some fucking senile idiot, isn't it always? That's besides the point. People are dying for a cause that they believe in, and that's tragic, because when a cause that they believe in is ultimately being manufactured by propaganda, it's a fucking tragedy. It's an absolute tragedy. And I'm not trying to disrespect anybody in that line of work, and I'm not trying to disrespect anybody that has had any, active duty or suffered from it in any way. I respect it. I respect the courage that it takes. It's just one of these things that we live in a world where war is manufactured by old men sat behind their desks, and they decide on, who dies and who lives, and it's fucking disgusting, because it's their war. And you don't see them fucking charging the battlefields, do you? They never have. So anyway, you've got to ask, why is it then that this is manufactured? Well, you'd have to look at what the narrative is surrounding it. Everybody's saying that Biden has made such mistakes and he needs to be held to account, and then he needs to resign. Well, if you remember at the start of Biden's presidency, there was a lot of rumours alluding to the fact that Biden was just a fucking patsy. You know, he was just basically a fucking, like a part-time president that was only going to be in place until he was forced to resign. And at that point, this Kamala Harris was going to be appointed president by default. I mean, and people were like, oh no, that's not going to happen. And they were saying that this was based on the fact that the guy was senile and suffering quite clearly, or at least publicly, from dementia. And they did it this way because people wouldn't have voted for Kamala Harris, apparently. This was the story at the time, this was the rumour at the time. So they put somebody in who would be voted for, but presented that person in such a way that later on down the line, they could ultimately get what they wanted from the situation. Again, it's all theatre, it's all fucking planned. So right now, what we're doing is we're seeing that play out. Should that be the case, we're seeing it play out. And people are calling for his resignation. Now, fucking hell, I think they all should resign, to be honest, because none of them have got the people's interests at heart. Obviously, quite clearly, they have not got the people's interests at heart. They've only got their own. You know, so fuck them. But, you know, this is the game we play, or at least the game we are forced to play. And this is what they're getting us to do at the minute. This is the game plan at the minute. And they're trying to get everybody to believe that, you know, he's not capable, which he never was. And nor is she, nor is anybody who's in power at the minute, if you ask me. None of them are capable, you know, based on the fact that they're part of a corrupted system, of actually running a country. So, you know, and then you got to ask yourself then, by this design, why, which I've just answered my own question previously, but why did they allow somebody, you know, like Biden, who's quite clearly a fucking wet sock, to be the head of their party and to be elected as president in the first place? Well, because quite possibly all of this is theatre and it's all a plan. And, you know, they had this plan from the start. And there's that woman again that is absolutely fucking ripped to shreds. So, you know, just for context, you know, just for continuity over the videos here. But, you know, so basically, it's all probably theatre, and they had this plan from the very start, and they knew that in order to get what they wanted, they had to have somebody like him in place. You know? And on that note, I mean, this is just the ramblings of a madman, you know, of course. That's all these videos are. And if you enjoy watching them, maybe you should question your own sanity. I'm only joking. Of course I'm only joking. Madmen don't know they're mad, so I'm completely sane. Oh, fucking hell. I bet Biden thinks he's sane, doesn't he? Anyway, that's enough of politics this morning. I hope you're all doing extremely well. And, you know, in this mad world that we find ourselves living in. But on a positive note, just to finish, what a time to be alive. I mean, what a time to actually be alive. I believe that we are witnessing and are a part of the changing of fucking society, the changing of mankind. Only through all of this hardship will we fully understand and recognise that positivity and unity is the way. So we are literally living in times right now that will bring about absolute change in a positive way for the population of planet Earth for the remainder of the time that our Earth is here. And on that note, I'm going to wish you all a very, very good day. I'm going to say thank you to the new subscribers. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, and do what it is that YouTubers do. And I'm going to thank you once again for tuning in. This is Cragcore. I'm going to sign off here. And I'm going to wish love and peace to all things everywhere. Peace.